A well-organized refrigerator not only makes meal preparation more convenient, but also helps in preserving the freshness of your groceries. In this guide, we'll explore practical tips and tricks to help you achieve an efficiently organized refrigerator that not only looks tidy but also keeps your food fresher for longer. Let's cover a few ways to organize your refrigerator. If you are new to the channel, welcome. I blog and make videos about cleaning, decluttering, and organizing. You can find my free printables to help you get organized in the drop-down menu under the printables category over at dmiddleton.com. Stay tuned to the very end of the video, and I will tell you how to get your entire home clean and clutter-free. Now, let's look at a few ways to organize your refrigerator. Let's face it, the refrigerator is probably the most used appliance in your kitchen. This also makes it the most touched item. That being stated, refrigerators can get messy fairly quickly. In this video, we'll uncover a few ways to organize your refrigerator to maximize storage. Not only do you want to maximize storage by learning how to best organize your refrigerator, but you also want to eliminate food waste. Declutter and clean before diving into the organization process. Start by decluttering your refrigerator. Remove expired items, leftovers, and anything you no longer need. Take out the shelves, drawers, and bins for a thorough cleaning. A clean and clutter-free refrigerator creates a blank canvas for organization. Categorize and group. Divide your groceries into categories such as fruits, vegetables, dairy, meats, and condiments. Keep similar items together to make it easier to find what you need. Use clear containers or bins to group smaller items, preventing them from getting lost in the depths of your fridge. Utilize temperature zones. Understand the temperature variations within your refrigerator. Place items that require colder temperatures, like raw meat and seafood, on the lower shelves where it's cooler. Keep dairy products and leftovers on the upper shelves, and use the door for items with a longer shelf life, like condiments. Invest in storage solutions. Consider investing in storage solutions to maximize space and keep things organized. Adjustable shelves, stackable containers, and Lazy Susans are excellent additions that help optimize the available space in your refrigerator. Utilize clear containers to easily see the contents and monitor freshness. Label everything. Labels are your best friend when it comes to refrigerator organization. Label containers, bags, and jars with the date of purchase or expiration to avoid confusion. This practice not only keeps your refrigerator organized, but also helps you reduce food waste by keeping track of freshness. Mindful placement of produce. Store fruits and vegetables in designated drawers with humidity controls. Keep fruits in one drawer and vegetables in another to prevent them from ripening too quickly. Storing produce properly not only extends its freshness, but also preserves its flavor and nutritional value. First in, first out, FIFO rule. Implement the FIFO rule to ensure that older items are used first. Place newer items at the back of shelves or in bins, and bring older items to the front. This simple practice helps reduce food waste by preventing items from being forgotten and expiring. Regular maintenance. Set a routine for refrigerator maintenance. Regularly check for expired items, wipe down spills, and clean the shelves. This ensures a consistently organized and hygienic refrigerator. Americans in general are known for not being very resourceful with the foods we purchase. One statistic shows that Americans waste 25% of their foods, which simply get tossed in the trash unused. One of the ways we waste food is by storing it improperly so that it gets lost or forgotten in the refrigerator. So let's address a few ways to better organize this space. Bonus tip: research which food items freeze well and start doing so. This eliminates food waste and can also help to cut your grocery bill. Freeze leftovers whenever possible and reuse them in your menu planning. Even if you just freeze a small portion, such as chicken, you can still use it to prepare a larger meal like stew. Because every refrigerator is slightly different, we're going to use general terms to define the spaces. Most every refrigerator has main shelves, door bins, and drawers. The main shelves are located front and center and have the most storage space. The door bins can hold smaller, lighter weight items. The drawers are to minimize light exposure generally, and they usually don't get as cold as the main shelves. Step 1 in organizing your refrigerator is finding out what all you have stored in there. To do this, you will need to pull everything out and place it on a countertop. We're going to need to work quickly to avoid our foods getting too hot. You can do this one shelf at a time to avoid getting the foods overheated. Next, you'll want to declutter and toss out anything that is expired. Check your expiration dates if you aren't sure. Food safety is important to prevent foodborne illnesses, so declutter the refrigerator weekly. To simplify this task, I usually do a quick declutter right before I go grocery shopping. This way I can free up space for what I plan to purchase. I can also see what items I already have on hand that I can use for meals. I make a menu as I go along. Now that you have decluttered everything, sort the items into categories: jams, jellies, sauces, condiments, fruits, vegetables, dairy, meats, etc. Now do a quick wipe down of the empty refrigerator. You can use dish soap and a washcloth. You don't want to put your freshly organized items back into a dirty refrigerator. Bonus tip: to keep your refrigerator clean, you can use disposable liners on your shelves and inside your bins and drawers. This makes for a quick cleanup. Now let's begin putting everything back inside. First, let's use the door bins. Put items here by category. Put your jams and jellies together, your sauces together, your salad dressings, your condiments, etc. Adjust your shelves if they are adjustable to maximize storage. Now let's store those highly perishable items such as produce. In general, these items have a short shelf life, so you need to consume these early in the week if you only shop once a week. Try to plan your menus to serve those perishable foods early on in the first half of the week to prevent them from spoiling. This is one way to eliminate food waste. I like to store mine in the storage drawers. I label these drawers to reflect what's inside. Again, make a written menu to keep yourself from neglecting to use them before they go bad. You don't want them to get lost or forgotten in your refrigerator. Next, let's look at the dairy items such as milk and cheese. These also are perishable, so you need to use them before they spoil. Bonus tip: another way to avoid wasting foods is to only buy what you plan and know you'll actually use. Avoid overstocking perishables. If you like to overstock, select canned or shelf-stable items that have a longer shelf life. Large milk and drink containers can be stored together on your main shelves. Try to store like items together. I store all of our drinks on the same shelves. Next, let's determine how to store breads. Some people prefer to keep their bread at room temperature, but we store ours in the fridge to maximize shelf life. It never gets moldy in my refrigerator. I like to use one of the large drawers for this purpose. Again, I like to label my drawers so we have one specific bread drawer in our home. I store breads, hamburger buns, rolls, and hot dog buns inside together. Again, aim to store your like items together so nothing gets lost or forgotten in the refrigerator. Sandwich meat should always be consumed before the expiration date. I like to store sandwich meats and cheese together in my refrigerator. Again, I use a labeled drawer to store these items. Butter and margarine usually come in 2 varieties: tub containers or sticks. I store the sticks in the top door bin. You can also store yeast jars, garlic jars, and other small spices here. The tub butter bin is stored on my main shelves. I'm not a wine drinker myself, but I have a wine bottle rack in my refrigerator. Instead of wasting space, I use my wine rack to store canned refrigerated items, such as biscuits and rolls. These store perfectly on those wine shelf racks. You can and should freeze meat whenever possible to extend the shelf life. Just remember to thaw it a day before use by placing the frozen package in the refrigerator. Avoid freezing sandwich meats, as they do not freeze well and will not be very flavorful if you do. Coffee is a specialty item for many, so there are lots of varying opinions on coffee storage. We actually love coffee, and we store ours in the refrigerator door bin. We drink coffee daily, so mine will likely never even have time to expire before we use it. However, many people swear by keeping coffee at room temperature, so this is a personal preference. You will have to decide this one for your own taste. To store large, heavy items or lunch boxes, remove your bottom drawer permanently. In summer, I store watermelons here before I cut and serve them. During the school year, I store the kids' lunchboxes here. I hope you have found this information beneficial and now have a few more ideas on how to organize your refrigerator. If you enjoy reading this type of material, subscribe to my blog for more tips and tricks on cleaning and organizing everything in your home. Organizing your refrigerator is a simple yet impactful way to streamline your kitchen routine and maintain the freshness of your groceries. By following these tips, you'll not only create an organized and efficient space, but also reduce food waste and save money in the long run. Take the time to implement these strategies, and you'll enjoy a well-organized refrigerator that enhances your overall kitchen experience. If you need to do more deep cleaning, I have checklists and guides to help you with that over at dmiddleton.com or at the link below. I have a housekeeping ebook entitled Make Over Your Homemaking. If housekeeping is an area that you struggle with, this ebook will guide you in creating your own housekeeping schedule. I try to cover everything from balancing your bank balance to cleaning your kitchen. I will link that information for you in this video description. If you are looking to get more organized, I can help with that too. I blog and make videos about cleaning, decluttering, and organizing. If you find it a struggle to get organized, there is likely a good reason why. As a matter of fact, I explore 11 reasons you fail to get organized over on my blog, dmiddleton.com. If one of these 11 reasons sound familiar to you, I will give you some tips to overcome that obstacle and finally get organized. I will link this information below. You can find my free printables to help you get organized in the drop-down menu under the printables category over on my blog, dmiddleton.com. If you are drowning in clutter, let me help inspire you. Clutter doesn't have to ruin your space. We are going to banish it. I do a year-long thorough declutter series on the blog. In this series, we declutter 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. If that is something you need to do, join me at the link in this video description. You will receive a daily task and a weekly email. By the time you complete this series, you will have decluttered every room and space in your home. I have declutter lists for each room over at dmiddleton.com. I want to inspire you to create a home for everything and make your housework more manageable and less time-consuming. Once the clutter is gone, you will spend far less time cleaning it. So don't keep things around that take up your valuable space and time. Declutter it. Check out the links below to get started. Thanks for watching.